Hi everybody, and thank you for watching. So we're back here in my kitchen, specifically in my pantry. So I am going to open this up and give you an overall of what my pantry is looking like. So we did do a reset of the kitchen. Now it's time to look at our pantry, clean it out. Anything that is expired, throw them away. Anything that we're not going to eat and is open and probably stale, we'll throw those away. And so that's what our goal is today, to organize, declutter, and clean this pantry. So it's been quite a while since I've tackled this area of my home, and so I really wanted to go in there, organize it as much as possible. If you've seen my videos before, you know that part of my pantry is actually in my laundry. I have like a cart there full of stuff. My goal by the end of this year is to have everything from there in here. So only food is in this pantry, and we're getting rid of all the food that is in my laundry area. So that is what I'm trying to do. We're trying to be a bit more intentional with what we are buying and just eating what we need. So we are a family of 6, but now with the older kids going to school, working, going out a lot, they're not really home that often to eat dinner and breakfast and stuff with us. So the goal is to I'm only looking at food that the 4 of us, my little ones and me and my husband, eat. So I have been intentional with only shopping with what we eat, and then the older ones, if they want stuff, they can have whatever is kind of here. If not, they usually go out and eat. Okay, don't mind the noise in the background. I am doing some laundry as well, so apologies about that. But okay, let's open this pantry and show you what it looks like. And it is a hot mess, and it looks more jam-packed than it is purely because it hasn't been organized. So we do have quite a few shelves here. So the first one is mostly baking, and so we have all of these items in here. I just need to organize this a little bit more, and if I can find items from the other shelves to put up here, I will. So there's not that much that needs to be, I believe, thrown out there, just more organized and rearranged. Over here we do have a few more stuff, but honestly, if I pull these back, there is a lot of space. So I just have to organize it and just see what I can throw out. But I am going to go through that one as well. Mostly it's noodles, leftover extra condiments, sugar, and stuff like that. Over here, we have canned meats, sauces, teas, other stuff, but there's a lot of empty gaps here, and so I do need to organize this. And we do have about a bit of our sauces here. This is always the eyesore. This is all of our snacks, and so everything's just been thrown in here because it is quite tall, so we just throw them in. We barely open this drawer. I'm even scared to open it, but I will tackle that as well. And more than likely I can organize this and it'll look a lot more neater, and then probably I can throw away a few stuff here as well. And then down here has our excess stuff. So we have a lot of pasta over there, some baking stuff, my husband's chai tea, and just a few extras. But there is space here. This doesn't need to be here. So I do have little holes everywhere in each of these drawers. And so my goal is to organize this, declutter it, get anything that is expired out of here, anything that's open and probably stale out of here, and just have a nice, neat, and organized pantry. And if there is a lot of space, maybe I'll see if there's anything in the laundry area slash pantry section that I can bring over here as well. So I'm going to slowly start bringing stuff from over there in here to fill this up, and then hopefully I don't have a cart over there in the laundry, which is over here. You can see it there, that I don't have. Yeah, basically I want to get rid of that by the end of this year. And so yeah, watch as I declutter, clean, and organize this pantry. So we're going to do shelf by shelf, and I usually start from the bottom up. So I have 2 plastic bags here. Anything that is expired, open, or stale, I am going to put in one bag. Anything that has like a Best Buy and I could potentially just give it to like maybe the buy nothing group, I'll put it in another bag as well. So you can see I'm just moving things around, and if I can find space for stuff in from the laundry, I'm going to bring it over here. That way, like I said, I'm slowly moving stuff from the laundry over here to the point that there'll be no food in that room, and I can have that nice and neat. First drawer is always the easiest because there's not that much there. There's a lot of items, but it's all of the same item. So that was quickly done and dusted, and you saw that I grabbed some stuff from the laundry and brought it over. Now it's time to go through all of these snacks, and there is quite a lot. I'm pulling them all out first, and then I realized there's a lot of dust and like excess stuff, so I thought I'd get a quick wipe and wipe it down. There is some organization there, so you can see that I do have some tubs of stuff, but over time, as people grab stuff, things just get unorganized, and as we buy new stuff, we don't intentionally really put them away in a good organized place, and so it is a lot difficult to keep track of it. Okay, so I do have all of my protein bars, and I saw some of them in this snack section, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to create my own little tub of all of my protein bars. That way I can have them organized in one location. So like I'm trying to be mindful with what I eat. So that's going to be my section, and then these are going to be the kids kind of snacks. So I'm going through, there's a few chips that were open that I thought, you know what, they're probably stale and there's barely anything in it, let me just throw it away. All the others, I just fold them up and put them neatly in that one tub. Okay, this pink tub that I'm going through right now has all of the little snacks like chocolate bars and all the other stuff. So I'm going through double checking to see if any of them are expired. If they are, I'm going to throw them away. And then everything else, I'm just going to organize it so that you can actually see everything and there's actual space in there to add more stuff. So I was able to like grab some of the Skittles from the other side and then move things around. And then first with those Kinders, do I dump it? I thought, you know what, I'm just going to have the packet opened. That way people can grab from it and it's not going to like fall down the bottom. Okay, so the tubs are basically done. Now it's time to try and fill it up with all of the snacks. And so all of these are in good condition. I'm just trying to find homes for them. And then honestly, as I go through, like you saw, there was a popcorn. I don't think my kids are going to ever eat that. And it actually did expire I think it was last month. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to throw it away. We don't need it. Okay, so snacks are practically done. These popcorn, I thought I'd taste it. It was stale. It was open. It was stale, so I thought I'd just throw it away. And then I do have these little crackers here. I thought I'd just consolidate them all into one Ziploc. That way they're all together and it's not like creating a big mess. Okay, so second drawer done. I still have quite a mess on the floor, but that's okay. Let's start working on the next one. So here it's going to be, there's quite a lot. So all of those protein bars, I put them in my pink tub of protein bars, and now I'm just going through all of the teas and stuff like that. As people grab stuff, things fall, and so you can see it's just a hot mess. So I'm just sorting through. So one tub there that I'm going through should just have all of the drinks, so any like instant coffee, any like any powder drinks, stuff like that. I wanted to put in one tub, and then the white tub should have all of the sauces. And so as we do get sauces, we just dump them in here, and then I realized, oh wow, there's way too many, and then also the container is just so nasty. So I actually quickly washed it. It took a while, but then I was able to neatly put all the sauces in there that I know we are going to eat or put on our food, and I'm just organizing them so you can actually see everything. And I did see that one of them was actually open, which is probably why there was like some sticky stuff on the tub. But I'm just organizing, picking up the sauces that we will use, and then everything else I'm just gonna throw away. Honestly, whenever we do eat out, it's interesting how much sauces the people will give you. Like you only ask for like one sauce and they'll give you like 10 of them. They're very generous, but at the same time, we don't need 10 of them. And so we do kind of hoard them in here to the point where I will clean it all out. Okay, so I noticed there was so much empty space in here, so I grabbed some of the condiment from up top and brought it down here. And you're gonna see I'm gonna move stuff from different shelves purely because I'm seeing that there's just a lot of space, and I can move things around based on what I can bring over from the laundry. So at first I brought all those sauces there, but then as I was pulling all of these out and then re-putting them back in, there was just so much space. So I moved everything around again. And this is the first drawer that, or the only drawer that I actually pulled everything out, because as you see, when I am pulling them out, this drawer is actually very dirty. So it did make me wipe it down. So I first wiped it down with a wet paper towel just to get all of the excess, and then I did wipe it down again with a Lysol wipe. So this was the only drawer, like I said, that I took everything out purely because the drawer was that dirty. All the other drawers, I just spot wiped them. Okay, so I've done wiping it, and then I started to go through all of the items, double checking the expiry date before I placed them in the drawer. And then I was also wiping a few of them down because the bottom was a little bit dirty. So as I was putting everything in here, I realized there was just so much space. So I started moving things around again. So everything that I brought down to the next shelf from this shelf, I ended up bringing it back up again, and then moving things around so that I can have space down the bottom, so I can bring stuff from the laundry. So you're gonna see that. But yeah, I was just so surprised that there was so much space here, and I was trying to figure out what do I do. So I was looking, and then I was like, do I place them in here? And then that would free up that space over there. But I thought, you know what, I am just going to put some of these cans up here because all the cans are there. And then I was looking at I was organizing the laundry a little bit, but then I realized, you know what, I can get all of these pancake mixes and put them up there. That way I can free up some more space on the bottom drawer. So I placed them in there first and realized I need to put the condiments in front, because that way people can see it. Honestly, I don't want to get to the point where people like, we don't have mayo, and then we actually have 3 bottles. And so you can see I do have 2 there, and I actually have 1 in the fridge. So I want to make sure that we're only buying what we need and not having a lot of excess. And so I did find some of those noodles as well from the laundry that I did place in there. And so I did have a bit of extra space in the bottom shelf, so I did put all of my protein bars there. And then yeah, I'm really liking the fact that everything is nice and neat. So as I did get to the next drawer, the top drawer, I noticed that we had a little bit of sugar left over in a packet, so I refilled our little mason jar. That way I had some space to reorganize some of these items. And you can see me kind of letting some air out of the little Ziplocs. That way those items don't take up too much space, and I have more space for other items to place in there. So a few of these bags that I'm putting up the top here, were from the snack section, but they're actually more like kind of baking stuff like chia seeds and stuff like that. So I did place them up the top. So now it's just time to clean up the mess. So anything, like I said, that I could potentially gift to my Buy Nothing group that has Best Buys or they're still in good condition, I put them in one bag. All the others that's trash and other stuff like that, I put in another bag. And then I will eventually try and tackle my laundry one day. But yeah, recapping of what the pantry looked like before. So it didn't look too bad, but yes, there was a lot of stuff everywhere, and I really wanted to organize it. And so this is what my pantry looks like now. So it is a lot more organized and neater. So this is the first drawer here. So you can see there's still a lot of empty space there, but I was able to organize everything, and so you can see what we have. This next one here, there was so much space in here when I got rid of all those stuff that were expired. So these pancake mix, I brought them from the bottom up here. These I brought from the pantry. And yeah, so it is a lot more organized. I have my noodles, my cans, I have all of these pancake mix. So my goal is to try and basically cook all of these for the kids over the next couple of weeks, and so these will be gone. But yeah, there's still a few empty spaces here, which is good. These are all of my leftover soups from my fast, and my goal is to try and eat those as well. So I'm gonna try and eat those over the next couple of weeks. Over here, a big transformation. So there was a bunch of stuff on top of here that was just dumped here, but I organized all of the sauces that we have from like Chick-fil-A and all that stuff. I have my teas and drinks and a few little like electrolytes and all that. That's all organized. Back here we have our sauces, spreads, and then our canned meat, and I think there's a few other small stuff back there. But I was able to bring the mayo from over here down here, so that's pretty good. There is still a little bit of space, but not that much. There's more space up here and there, which is good. Okay, here is another amazing transformation. So everything has its place. I was able to organize it. Still looks like a lot of snacks, but now they can see what is here, and honestly, they're gonna see these Hershey's and these Skittles, and they're gonna grab them and eat them straight away. Same with these Ghirardellis. So the fact that I put them in certain places so they can see it all, I know that this is gonna be cleared out quite quickly. And then down here, okay, so I had these overnight oats from the laundry. I put them in here. I organized his teas. I was able to get a basket and put all of my protein bars and everything that I'm using. So I have that down here for me. And then I was able to bring this in from the laundry, and then these ice cream cones from the laundry as well. And so yeah, everything is organized over there. And I do have these chocolates that at least the kids now can see it, and they'll probably eat that as well. So everything is so much more organized, so much more neat and tidy. So very happy about that. And then over here we do have, these are all the items that are trash. So everything that is expired, open, stale, everything like that. And I do have these boxes that I need to break down. And then over here we do have a few not so bad items. So some of them are like Best Buy only a few weeks ago. Some of them are still within dates. I'm just going to post this on my Buy Nothing group, and people still grab them even though they're a little bit past their Best Buy. It's Best Buy, so you can still use it. Otherwise, I've just got like rice and other stuff like that that people can still use. So I'm going to post this on my Buy Nothing group, see if anybody wants it. If not, I will throw that away. So I was able to clear up 2 bags and some boxes here. I was also able to bring quite a lot of items from the laundry in here. And over the next couple of weeks, when I do another pantry purge, as we eat all this stuff, I could bring more things over from the laundry. So that little cart there that has like snacks and like cereal and all that. Eventually, I want to be able to put all the cereal down here. So get rid of all of these teas and eat all of my protein bars. But yeah, eventually, this will be everything that we have. And honestly, there's not that much that you think about it. Yeah, there's a lot of snacks, but our pantry is bigger than I thought it was, considering how we are now shopping and intentionally shopping for stuff that we eat. And then also, I'm not going crazy, even though I'm a couponer and I can get a lot of stuff for relatively free or cheap. I am limiting myself and just trying to buy what we will eat. So like all those pancake mixes, I know I got those for dirt cheap, and I have so many. I need to eat them all. And then if the deal goes around again, maybe I might buy just a few of them, but I'm not going to go crazy and buy 10 of them like I usually do. So that's basically it. That is my really quick pantry clean, organized, declutter video. I hope this was motivating for you to find something in your home that you wanted to clean. And so yeah, thank you for watching.